Hello, it's Vicky, Retro Queen Bee Art. Let's be busy in art. I am working in my journal because I need to fill some pages, and so I thought I would turn on the camera and film. The two pieces of paper that I'm adding here were tea-dyed, and it was through a longer process so that I might have used some stencils, or it might have been a plastic mat, an old plastic mat. Not quite sure here, but I do like the designs that come out when I tea dye the old-fashioned way. That's funny. I had my ruler upside down. Just trimming them up so that they will fit on this particular page. Just gluing them on with a glue that is called glitter. It dries pretty fast. So it's a good glitter glue to use while you're filming. Don't need too much in the center, but around the edging you do to get it to glue well. There we go, all the way around. Put a little dot in the center just for good luck, I guess. Good luck. I need to do this page the way my mind is turning out. I was looking at my stuff that I have created with tea bags, and I found the dancer. Oh, but I will tell you about her a little bit later. You can see her there. I did put some lace on the edging of the paper. And just make sure that it looks good on both sides, and I left a little bit hanging out the bottom. The lace I'm putting on there is very old. Actually, the lady in the 40s, and she sewed dog clothes. This is one of the pieces that I made with a book, a large book, and I placed a tea bag, made it purple, and added some Assymic writing. I think I have a video showing how I did that, I think. And then I discovered I put it upside down. And I thought, there it goes. Now it looks right. Now this was a pretty thick piece here to glue, so I had to hold it down for a while to get it to stick well. Here is the ballerina, and she was like the foot piece and the bottom piece, and I thought, I need to really use her because she's going to fall apart if she stays in my bag much longer. And I also made her with the tea bag on top of a book. It's one of those large table books. And then I used I think I used the fluffy, I have a fluffy molding paste with a stencil of this girl. And then I just glue her on, and she finally gets there, and I look at her and I go, there's something missing here. What am I going to do? To me, it looked a little plain. And I thought, I need to jazz her up some. And I didn't think paint would work. Then I thought, well, would embossing powder work? Or an embossing glaze, would that work? That one corner, I had a difficult time getting it to stick. I'm not sure why. Just have to keep pushing and pushing and pressing until everything is glued down well, because these were pretty big pieces and thick. So then I decide, okay, I just got it in embossing powder that's purple. And so I did that for her dress and her ribbons. And of course I got purple all over the place. I did have to touch it up. I used a brush to try to get the glitters away from her face and her hands and all that. But you know what? It didn't work very well. I did a little bit, but it got kind of stuck in the crevices, I guess, of the paste. So I thought, okay, well, this is why when you use this embossing powder, it is best to do it before you place your piece down on the paper. However, I didn't know I wanted her colored this way until she was already glued on. And I thought, oh. So I had to add a few more glitters here and there to get everything covered nicely. It is a very pretty, very, very pretty purple embossing color. So I got that, still trying to get all these little embossing stuff out of her face, and I thought, I can't do it. So I'm just going to add yellow, and we'll have yellow and purple glitter on her face. But, you know, it all looks good still. Maybe I could have added some paper to cover her face. I thought of that later. I really have not done embossing like this in my book, but it was a mess. I have to tell you, it was a mess. It was a mess. And I'm just brushing all the glitter off here, trying to, with my brush. And of course, I also take my book to the trash can and try to get glitter off that way. And then I start getting glitter all over my glass mat. And I made a mess. And then, you know, when you put the gun on it, all the glitter runs wherever. Oh, Vicky. But, you know, in the long run, I liked her yellow hair. I liked the yellow flowers. They're very, very pretty the way it glistens. I wanted to make sure my heat gun was working properly here, because it looked like it wasn't like gluing down very well. But I did get it glued down, and then I decided to do the legs. I thought, why not? Do them yellow, since they have all the glitter on them anyway, from the purple. I, in a million years, did not ever think I would ever do this embossing powder in my journal. But here I am. I'm going to take it to the trash can, dump all what I can off, and do the legs with the heat gun to emboss the powder. These are glazes. I should say glaze because it's a little bit different. You can see through them a little bit more, trying to get the glitter off as much as I can. with my paintbrush. But, you know, I do have some glitter left. But I thought, you know, I don't care. She looks better painted up than just the plain lady that she was. And maybe some people just like the plain lady. I was surprised. I was not sure if I could emboss on top of the paste, but it took it well. No problem. And then I decided to take a black pen and I would highlight her. I think there's this black, yeah, it's a black pen. I'm just highlighting her all around. I'll highlight the whole body with this black pen. Whoops, sorry about that. You might have heard something there. I had a little gnat fly by me and I wanted to get it. They're also climbing or walking upstairs. I'm not sure if that'll be in this video or not. It might. So I would say that probably it's okay to do this, but if I could have had a little more forethought, I think it would have been better to do it, the embossing, before I glued her on into my journal, because I really got a lot of glitter all over that page, plus in between there, between the pages. I do end up, you know, shaking it off as much as I can, brushing it off as much as I can. The pin kind of helped as well to get some of the glitter off around her. And where I thought I needed to add a little bit more black, I went back and added a little more black in various sections. Just continued to highlight her around her dress and her legs and her feet. I love this stencil. I think it is a Amazon special, probably made in Japan, China. So it wasn't very much money. But I really like these dancing girls. And I'm like, oh, I love it, love it, love it. So I've used them quite a bit. And I'll continue to use this stencil. There were more different types of dancing girls with it. I probably have it in my Amazon store. You could check there and see. I'm liking it. Now I'm just, again, trying to get more of the glitter off as much as I can. This is just a paper towel. I am not using, you can see I even got glitter on the side there. I'm not using a wet towel or anything. And then I discovered I had it in the center there of my journal. But I got enough of the glitter off that I'm pleased. I still like it. Now, the bottom part, you'll see me. I also will highlight these letters because you just cannot see them, at least in my eye. I wear glasses, and because I'm an elder, retired, I decided I would highlight them. So anyone who is an elder or has deficit in their vision will be able to see. It says, believe in your dreams. And then I again do my black marker around. And I'm really happy with that. More glitter to clean up. I think this is the end. I'm very pleased. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.